A lonely basement toilet, a milk door. These are weird US home features that disappeared, bizarre designs once vital, but now lost to time. We're gonna kick things off with an unusual one. In countless old Pittsburgh homes, you'll find a solitary toilet sitting strangely in the basement, sometimes with no walls or even a sink nearby. Known as the Pittsburgh toilet, it was a practical solution for steelworkers, miners, and laborers who came home covered in grime. Instead of tracking coal dust and dirt through the main living space, they could clean up downstairs first. It also doubled as a nice safeguard during sewage backups, preventing messes from reaching upstairs bathrooms because sewage always backs up at the lowest point in the house. But as industries changed and as homes modernized with proper bathrooms on each floor, these lonely basement fixtures lost their purpose. Today, many still survive as odd relics of an era when tough work shaped even the most private corners of American homes. But the basement toilet wasn't the only odd doorway to the past. Walk around the foundation of an old house and you might notice a small weathered iron door set low into the wall. This was the coal chute door. Once a lifeline for homes heated by coal, delivery men could dump loads of coal directly through it into the basement where families shoveled fuel into furnaces to keep warm. It spared the living spaces from coal dust and kept deliveries efficient. For decades, it was as essential as a front door. But when cleaner, more convenient natural gas and electricity heating took over, these chutes became obsolete. Today, many linger as rusty and silent reminders of a soot-covered chapter in American domestic life. You know, coal dust may have faded, but another tiny door once carried something far sweeter. In mid-20th century America, many homes had a curious little feature tucked beside the kitchen or pantry wall, the milk door. This small double-sided hatch allowed milkmen to slide bottles of fresh milk straight into the house without disturbing the family inside. Each morning, chilled glass bottles clinked into place, waiting to be collected before breakfast. It was convenient, hygienic, and part of a daily rhythm that shaped entire neighborhoods. But as refrigeration became common and supermarkets spread, the milkman's role dwindled. The doors, once symbols of trust and community, were sealed shut. That tiny hatch once meant breakfast waiting on your doorstep. Now it's just a sealed memory in brick or paneled over by siding. But there was also another hidden door that once guarded something colder and more vital. Before refrigerators became household staples, families relied on large ice blocks to keep food fresh. Many homes had a small discreet ice door at the back or the side, leading directly into the pantry. Through it, delivery men slid heavy bricks straight into the family's ice box, which was an insulated cabinet designed to preserve meat, milk, and produce. This clever setup meant less disruption inside the home and safer, cleaner storage of food. For decades, the routine of ice deliveries defined kitchen life. But with the invention of reliable, affordable electric refrigerators in the early 20th century, the ice trade collapsed. Just imagine living in a time where survival meant scheduling your life around melting ice. And while ice stores solved food storage, another invention promised to lighten chores. In many multi-story homes built during the early to mid-20th century, you might find a narrow opening tucked discreetly into a hallway or a bathroom wall. This was the laundry chute, a clever vertical shaft that allowed families to toss dirty clothes and linens straight down to the laundry area below. And if you lived in a house with two older brothers and you were the youngest, it was also one heck of a slide. See, instead of hauling heavy baskets down staircases, gravity did the work for you. For busy households, it was a small but brilliant time saver. But convenience came with risks. Children could crawl inside, as we did. Accidents occurred, I got lucky, and evolving building codes discouraged the use of laundry chutes. As modern homes placed laundry rooms closer to bedrooms, the chute became unnecessary. Today, if there's any remaining, they're merely nostalgic reminders mixed with hidden danger. But beyond laundry and ice, another vanished feature once connected entire households together. Step into any old mid-century hallway and you might notice a small recessed alcove carved neatly into the wall. These were built-in phone nooks, designed to cradle bulky rotary telephones that once anchored family communication. Often paired with a tiny shelf for phone books and pens, they were a thoughtful architectural detail, turning conversation into a ritual space. Families gathered around them, tethered by the phone cord, sharing news or waiting their turn. But with the mass explosion of mobile phones, the very idea of a fixed calling spot faded away. Today, many of these nooks survive, repurposed into charming displays. You know, phones anchored families, but some homes carried anchors on their walls. You look closely at old brick or stone houses and you might spot unusual shapes. S's, X's, or even stars fastened to the exterior walls. Thing is, these weren't decorative flourishes. They were wall anchor plates, part of a hidden system of iron rods running through the house. Their job was simple yet crucial, to keep heavy masonry walls from bulging or collapsing over time. In an age before steel frames and reinforced concrete, they were lifesavers for structural stability. Over decades, they became iconic, blending function with a rustic kind of beauty. But as building technology advanced, their necessity vanished. Steel and concrete erased their purpose. The plates stayed behind as ornaments and nothing more. Once upon a time, summer nights demanded escape, and homes built entire rooms for the sake of surviving the heat. Before the hum of air conditioning, sweltering summers left families desperate for relief. Many homes, especially in the South and the Midwest, had sleeping porches, screened-in extensions where people dragged mattresses on hot nights. Elevated above the ground, these porches caught breezes and kept mosquitoes at bay, offering a cooler alternative to stifling bedrooms. Entire families might line up under the stars, lulled to sleep by crickets and night air. It wasn't just practical, but cultural too, a ritual of community and closeness. But once affordable AC units became common, these porches lost their purpose. Today, they linger mostly in vintage floor plans, whispering of a time when survival meant sleeping outdoors. And the stars? Those were things in the sky and not celebrities on TV. Homes once also hid their elegance in plain sight, behind sliding panels with secret locks. Pocket doors were once a mark of sophistication, gliding seamlessly into the walls to separate or open up rooms as needed. Crafted with care, many came equipped with delicate skeleton key locks, giving homeowners both privacy and a touch of secrecy. Their smooth operation required skilled carpentry, and their charm reflected an era when detail mattered. But as home design shifted toward open floor plans and mass-produced building materials, these intricate sliding doors fell out of favor. Hinged doors proved cheaper, and open layouts made them unnecessary. Today, surviving pocket doors feel like hidden treasures, reminders of craftsmanship in an age before efficiency ruled the market. Meals once traveled silently between floors, carried not by people, but by hidden lifts. Kind of like the laundry chute, dumbwaiters were ingenious little elevators built into walls designed to transport food, laundry, or supplies between floors with a simple pulley system. In grand homes, they kept servants discreet and efficient, while in modest homes, they saved families endless trips up and down the stairs. Restaurants and hotels also relied on them to move dishes quickly without disrupting dining areas. But as modern kitchens, consolidated workspaces, and safety regulations lightened, these hand-pulled lifts became impractical. Electrical systems offered faster, safer solutions. Today, fully functioning dumbwaiters are rare, but when discovered in old buildings, they remind us of a time when convenience was built vertically into everyday life. Which of these forgotten home features do you secretly wish could make a comeback today, and why? Let us know in the comments section down below.